The evidence that we've seen raises troubling questions about whether President Biden is a national security risk and about whether he is compromised by foreign governments. There's a headline for you. Here's a little bit more.
Be sure to visit the website www.KimberlyAnnNaturals.com. Kimberly Ann Naturals only uses vegan-based materials, and they offer you body butter, scrubs, bath salts, plus more. You can also participate in their Reiki sessions and one-on-one or group meditation teachings. Make sure that you follow Kimberly Ann Naturals on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If you have any more questions, be sure to visit the website, which is www.KimberlyAnnNaturals.com, to learn more.
Make sure to stop by Sky's Tent if you're close to the Columbia, Missouri area. Sky's Tent owner has been tinting windows for 20 years. Sky Tent mainly tint vehicle windows. However, residential windows can be tinted as well, and most vehicles are a flat rate. You're also guaranteed a nationwide lifetime warranty, which means any window tint will be replaced if it starts to bubble, crack, fade, or have adhesive failure. Damaged windows that have been broken or scratched are not covered. I've actually gotten my windows tinted here before, and I can say he is fast. So if you have any questions, be sure to call or stop by Sky's Tent of Columbia, Missouri. Welcome to T Certified TV, and today I just want the viewers to listen to certain clips about Joe Biden and his family. Now, according to Webster's Dictionary of 1828, American is a noun. It means a native of America, originally applied to the Aboriginals or copper-colored races found here by Europeans, but now applied to the descendants of Europeans born in America. Look and listen carefully to the charges that is being held against Joe Biden and his administration.
We're in a battle between democracies and autocracies. I've spent more time with President Xi of China than any world leader has. For 24 hours of private meetings with him. Just interpreter. 17,000 miles traveling with him in China and here. He firmly believes that China, before the year 3035, is going to own America. Because autocracies can make quick decisions. I've spent more time with President Xi of China than any world leader has. For 24 hours of private meetings with him. Just interpreter. 17,000 miles traveling with him in China and here. He firmly believes that China, before the year 3035, is going to own America. Because autocracies can make quick decisions.
All right, we want to thank everyone for coming out today. Today we're going to provide you with something that you all aren't used to with respect to congressional investigations, and that's evidence. Committee Republicans have spoken with multiple whistleblowers from numerous schemes involving the Biden family, reviewed Hunter Biden's laptop, and received documents of previously unknown transactions. What we found are business plans aimed at targets around the world based on influence peddling, including with people closely tied to foreign governments like China and Russia. We also found plans made to the United States where the Biden family swindled investors of hundreds of thousands of dollars, all with Joe Biden's participation and knowledge. Biden told the American people he had nothing had conversations with his family about their business dealings. That was a lie. Whistleblowers described President Biden as chairman of the board for these businesses. He personally participated in meetings and phone calls. This evidence raises troubling questions about whether President Biden is a national security risk and about whether he is compromised by foreign governments. Photos show Joe Biden meeting with his family associates while vice president. Committee Republicans have identified over 50 countries the Biden family sought businesses in. On the international side of the Biden family business, the deals were often led by Hunter Biden. And that map there behind the flag shows all the countries where the Bidens had a footprint in international business dealings. Planning to sell one of the largest sources of cobalt for electric vehicles in the world to the Chinese, for example. The Bidens flourished and became millionaires by simply offering access to the family. Among the dozens of shell companies the Bidens set up, there were millions of dollars of wire transfers, flights on Air Force Two to conduct personal business, and meetings with heads of state, all while Joe Biden was aware of what was happening. All the while, he turned a blind eye. One SAR generated by an American bank to the Treasury Department connects Hunter Biden and his business associates to international human trafficking, among other illegal activities. Sherwin was also the president of Hunter's company and was appointed by President Obama to a position in the administration. One of these deals involved the sale of American natural gas to China. Evidence suggests Joe Biden had a 10% equity stake through his son. And behind Glenn and Andrew is a map from Hunter's laptop. This was a PowerPoint presentation on his laptop, Chinese, that they used in working with the Chinese. Now, let's think about this for a second. At a time when Americans are suffering from high energy prices because of this administration's terrible energy policy, we find evidence that Hunter Biden and Joe Biden were involved in a scheme to try to get China to buy liquefied natural gas, and from a whistleblower to try to get their foot in the door with China starting to purchase an interest in natural gas drillers.
And the source of the fentanyl flooding into the United States? Well, it's China.
It's a Saturday afternoon in this Hong Kong hotel, and Chinese investors are enjoying a catered lunch while bidding on properties half a world away. Spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on properties they may never set foot in. The Chinese are second to the Canadians when it comes to buying property in the United States. And when they buy big, more than any other group, and shelled out an average of $591,000 per property. And most of the time when they buy, they pay all cash, preferring big cities like New York and their suburbs. Its citizens are cutting checks without stepping foot inside a property on the other side of the planet. Expositions like this one for a development in Florida have become a normal event. This exposition hosted by the O'Neill Group and Noble Apex.
We expect that the U.S. economy can continue to grow. One way or another, the property price will still go up.
It's not clear what the FBI was investigating when it carried out that search. However, according to the New York Times, it comes amid a broader Justice Department investigation called Fox Hunt. Back in October, the Brooklyn office, the same department that carried out the search in the glass building, charged 7 Chinese nationals for harassing a U.S. resident and his son for pressuring them to return back to China to face criminal charges.
Anna May Wong will be the first Asian American on U.S. currency. The new coin is the 5th quarter designed in a series to honor prominent American women by the U.S. Mint. The new coin will begin shipping on October 24th. Wong is considered Hollywood's first Asian American movie star, gaining fame in the 1920s. During her career, Wong spoke about.
At a time when Washington is increasingly bitter and divided, the Senate came together today to overwhelmingly denounce and tackle hate against Asian Americans. Senators passed the COVID-19 hate crimes bill 94-1. Only the Missouri Republican Josh Hawley voted no, calling it too broad. The rest of the United States Senate disagreed.
Truth is, it's looking like they are taking over. They already have their own mini town. They're able to buy land over here before we can. They're making police stations. They're making deals with the president. They're putting their women on coins at the same time as we putting our own. They're getting laws to protect them. And the list goes on. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up having an Asian president very soon. It is up to us to do our research and open our minds. What we are seeing is real, people. If we don't wake up, then we might be doomed forever. Just look at how they treat their own kind.
Lockdown triggered by a wave of coronavirus, Shanghai residents have been forbidden from leaving their house. Lack of supplies from their balconies and were forced into silence by drones. The video shows Chinese drones directing people to comply with the COVID restrictions and control their soul's desire for freedom. The drones can be heard saying, "Do not open your windows and sing." Authorities are also using robotic dogs with loudspeakers taped on their back to patrol the streets and inform people that they should wear masks, wash their hands regularly, and keep checking their temperature.
They control them like robots. They don't have no freedom, and a nice amount of them are being all the way controlled. Why are people telling you how many children to have? All that land over there, I would not end up like them. Never, and I mean that. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with Joe Biden's speech a little bit. And hopefully it can marinate with you all.
But America is unique. Of all nations in the world, we're the only nation organized based on an idea. Every other nation you can define by their ethnicity, their geography, their religion, except America. America is born out of an idea. All men and women are created equal, endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, including life, liberty, etc.
T35 Beats.
None of you get your rights from your government. You get your rights merely because you're a child of God. No one can defeat us except us. It's an idea that a generation of patriots have fought and died for it and defended. I know that's a conviction that each and every day you all share. That's why you joined up, why you run around danger and duty calls. It's my greatest honor. It should not surprise anybody. It should be anybody's greatest honor in all of life to be able to serve as your commander-in-chief. No greater honor. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this time with me today. And thank you for your commitment to our country. Because without you, as I said at the end where I began, you are the spine of America. The spine. I can't tell you how much it matters. I think you underestimate. It's the consequence